Hello everybody, Dead Spikes here, and today I'm going to make a video talking about how to tame your first flyer, the Pteranodon. Now these are very easy to tame. All you're going to need is a bola, something to knock it out with, and some spike traps. So I will be using the slingshot to knock it out. You could also use a club, right here, a wooden club, or trank arrows with either a bow or a crossbow. All of them work decently. I do recommend the trank arrows with a bow or crossbow. That will probably be your best bet, but a slingshot works great as well. You're also going to want some spike walls. So you're going to want to come to a beach somewhere. You can use a creature map if you do not know where they spawn. You look up creature map, ARK, and then know which island you are playing on. I just put that in and it will show you the spawn zones. Right here we found the Pteranodon we want to tame. We're just going to hit it with a bola. And then you're going to want to hit the Pteranodon in the head with whatever you're using to knock it out with. I will be using my slingshot, so I'm just going to spam fire the head until it says it's unconscious. Alright, now it is unconscious. We're going to want to open up our inventory and go up to this thing called taming list. So here's our wild Pteranodon right here. If we click this, we can see where it's getting tamed from anywhere. This will tell us its unconscious bar and how far it is tamed. Now we know what level it is. It is a level 60. Since we know this, we are going to want to use this and go over to another website. Now this website is called Dododex. Pull it up right here. Now when you're on Dododex, you can look up whatever creature you are taming. So we are taming a Pteranodon and we're on 30 taming speed. You can find out your taming speed by either, if you're playing on official, it's going to be 1 times, or just ask someone on your server, or whatever you set it to yourself. You're going to want to put in here. Now we're taming a level 60, so we want to bring this down to 60, and we'll see what we need to tame it with. So, being that we're on 30x, we can use a lot of different things to tame it. Kibble's going to be the best bet for the lower taming speeds. It's going to take you, kibble is going to take the least amount of time, but kibble's kind of hard to get. Mutton will be your next bet, which is, again, pretty hard to get. Raw prime's not too terrible to get, but we're going to be using raw meat, which is more than likely what you're going to use, because it is the easiest to get at this point in time. So with raw meat, we can see how many we're going to need and how long it's going to tame. So now we're going to come back to the game, and we're in the game, and we're going to give it the 1 raw meat it needs. Now, in case you needed to keep it knocked out, so when you're taming something, you don't just want to put the food into the creature right away when it's knocked out. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to learn what the food meter needs to be. Now, if we go back over to Dododex and we come down here to the starve timer and we click that, we can see how much food it needs to lose right here. That's what we're going to want to learn. There's a timer you could start if you wanted to use that as well. Knowing that, when we go back to the game, we are going to want to starve this Pteranodon until it reaches the food that we want. So based off that, we need it to lose 85 food. So we just gotta wait a little while. That's for the kibble though. Oh, my bad. If we use the raw meat, it needs to drop 50 food, which is almost ready. Now for most lower taming speed servers, you are going to need narcotics to keep it asleep. So make sure to definitely bring some with you. Right here. An alternative is narco berries will do the same thing. If you're going to use narco berries or narcotics, you simply just put them into the inventory of the creature and force feed it to them. Now the reason we brought spike walls is it's probably going to take you a long time to tame a Pteranodon, so you're going to want to keep it protected. So I like to just put spike walls around it so I can keep doing other stuff instead of having to sit guard. Because normally when you're in the early game, you're going to be really trying to get some narcotics, be able to keep this thing asleep. And if you spike wall it, you should be able to know that it will be nice and safe for when you come back. So here we go. We got our spike walls. I like to leave myself a little gap most of the time, so I can just sneak right in and get to it. But do be careful with that, because dinos can also sneak through that as well. So maybe you could set up a door if you would like. But this will keep it safe from everything from the outside, from being able to get it. Little Dilophosaurus, copies, and so on. Whatever, it's just going to come and get it. So while you're gathering your narcotics and your meat to come tame it, should be safe. Once it's ready, you're just going to grab the meat and put it in its inventory once its food is ready. And it should just tame straight up like that. Another reason why you want to starve it is just in case it did wake up, its food level will stay down to what it was. To whereas if you were feeding it along the way, its food level would stay at max and the taming process would reset. So always make sure to starve your tames. It will be the best way to get her done. And then there you will have your Pteranodon. And then you will need the saddle for the Pteranodon, which is learned at level 38. The 3 items you're going to need is chitin, fiber, and hide, which aren't too bad to get. Chitin, the best bet is to kill trilobites on the beach, or maybe some bugs around that you can find in the forest. You can also kill trikes and turtles to get keratin instead. So we just went and got ourselves the Pteranodon Saddle, so we are going to put it on him. You're just going to open up its inventory and drag the saddle on. Now, these things are very nice, except mine has very low weight, so we're just gonna drop everything we have. Alright. They have very low weight, but they are very fast. They also don't have the greatest stamina. You can see move around with them. So on PC, you're just going to be using space to land and fly. 2 options. So whenever you go down, you're going to land, and then space to fly again. I'm not sure what it is on console. Also, it has another move. On keyboard and mouse, it will be C, and you will spin like that. It has one more move. We will wait till our stamina comes back up. Our guy stops dying. Hold on, we'll get that over. Alright, so the last move it has is it can use its claws to pick up dinos. So when you're flying over things, let's try to find something small here. A little bit further over here, maybe. There we go. We got a Dilophosaur right there. We can right-click and pick it up in our claws. Bring it wherever we want. Sometimes they can hit you, and sometimes they can't. I don't know. It's a little bit weird on how you pick them up. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole Pteranodon for you guys. That's everything that it can do. One more last thing I want to note. When you are using these and you are flying around, make sure to be very cautious of your stamina. If you happen to run out of stamina in midair, you will get stuck. I'll show you right now. You will just get stuck like this, and it will make you try to land, and it can be over very dangerous areas. So as you're flying around, make sure to stop for stamina, so you can be in safe spots instead of ending up in an ocean or a swamp or something like that. That'll do this video. I hope you guys learned how to tame a Pteranodon. It is very easy, and I hope you guys get yourself one. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It does help me out a lot. If you want to see some more ARK content like this, make sure to smack that subscribe button. I plan to make a few videos. If you want to see my live stream, I play ARK a lot. It's down in the description of this video. Also, Dodo Dex is there. Make sure to be using it so you know how to tame stuff a little bit easier. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Spikes out.